to the video. Today, we are here, because I told you I'd do it for you guys. We are here to review Squid Games Season 3. And I know I said I'm going to review the first two seasons before we get to this one, but I'm super busy, so I really just did not have time. I did watch the first season. I will give my thoughts about that, like a little bit of thoughts on it in some part in this video. Never got to the second season, but I think I got enough context in the third season to know what happened in the second season. So where shall we start? Starting off, I'm not gonna say my rating of the show at the end. I'm not gonna say my rating of each episode. I think I'm just gonna give my positives and my negatives. But starting off, so yes, there's 3 seasons of this show. There's this one, and that one. And I've only seen the first one and the third one, which I know sounds weird, but that's the only ones I've seen. And, Squid Games Season 1, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts. I was underwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought it was still really good. Okay. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. But people were talking it up like it was a 9 to 10 out of 10. No. I give it an 8, 7, like probably 8 or 7.8 to 8. I did like it though. Yes. Didn't see season 2, season 3. Let's get into it. There will be definitely spoilers in this video. Like the biggest spoilers in this entire season will be in this video. This season's very dark. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. Really dark. Okay. I'm probably not gonna be like, this was from episode 1, this was from episode 900. I'm gonna just basically say these different moments that were really impactful in my part. Starting off, I will say what episode this is from, because this is the big episode people talked about, even though I don't even think it's near the saddest episode. Episode 2. This was the big episode that people were like sobbing over, and yes, I can see why. I knew enough about the characters going into the show that season 3 that I knew what to expect. Episode 2 saw many deaths. Spoilers already. That just expect spoilers this entire video. One of them is, I don't know her name, but she was like helping the grandma and the young girl with the baby. And yes, this one girl got pregnant during it. I'm gonna say that one person, because I don't remember their names at all. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'll just say, if I remember their numbers, I'll say their numbers. I know 222 is the one with the baby, and then I'm just gonna say the grandma, and then other girl. Yeah, and then the other girl, she died, and it was really sad. And the sad part is, it was 222's old boyfriend. Super sad. That was really sad. My dad, who doesn't like Squid Games, like, at all, the entire show, even thought that was, like, dark and sad. Like, he was focused when I showed him that one. But yeah, and then later on in the episode, there's many sad deaths in this, but there's only 2 that really stick out to me. At the end of the episode, the grandma stabs her son. To be fair, her son was about to kill a person with the 222 when she had her baby in her hands, but she killed her son. She stabbed him, and the timer ran out for hide and seek, and he died. That was probably the saddest death in that episode. No, not probably, it is. But yeah, super sad. The time ran out, and she instantly regretted it. And yeah, super sad. Whew. How to get that out of the way. Okay, moving on to episode 3. Because episode 1 was good, but it wasn't like mind-blowingly good. Um, um, but this was the saddest episode. No, not the. Okay, this was the saddest episode in my opinion. I know there was bigger deaths throughout the whole show in episode 4 and in the final episode, but this one hit the most for me. I I don't really want to talk about it. It was horrifically dark. Um, the grandma basically talks to 456, so the main character of the show, and basically says, make sure to take care of 222 and her baby. And then when they wake up in the morning, um, the guards bring out like one of the casket boxes because the grandma, I don't I don't really want to say the real name of it, but like rope, circle rope. Yeah, if you know, you know. Um, yeah, yeah. She got a rope on the edge of the beds, and if you know, you know. Uh, that's something that I really don't do well. Okay, I do like bloody deaths well, but whenever a movie puts that in it or a TV show puts that in it, I really can't. That is the one death that I really cannot stand in any type, not horror movie, just any type or horror show, any type of thing. If that's in it, I I don't know. I don't do well with that. That is the saddest and most disturbing way to go out for me. Um, so when that happened, you, I'll have to ask Brown, but he knew exactly what happened. I paused the show, and my mouth was like this for at least 2 minutes straight. Um, and I'm not even gonna sound like nerdy, like, or like acting like it's such a big deal that this happened, but I just really don't do that well. I don't. Um, I was trying my best not to get emotional when that happened because it's that's something that I really cannot do. But yeah. Um, so yeah, that happened, and that really ruined the rest of the episode for me. It was that episode they introduced the jump rope game. That was a cool game. That was probably my favorite, besides hide and seek. That was probably my second favorite game. Um, the final game wasn't that good at all. But jeez, oof. Okay. Um, okay. Going to episode 4 is the second biggest death in the entire season. Okay. Or third, depending on what you think. Oh gosh. 222. Yeah. Um. So basically, what happens is 456. It takes the baby across the jump rope thing. He's just that good. And then what is gonna go back to get 222, but everyone's coming and not stopping. So when everyone passes, he only has a minute left. And she basically says, stop. they wanted you. No, you said. She said, you told me to do everything to save the baby, and that's what I'm doing. And she fell, put foot first, fell off the thing, and died. That one I'm not crying, by the way. My eyes itchy. That was another one where my mouth was hanging open. It wasn't that as long as the other one, but the other one was just really bad for me. I cannot do that. But yeah, another sad death. Like the jump rope might be arguably top 3 games in the entire show. I really like jump rope. It was cool. Okay, but I think the most iconic is red light, green light. But I don't know if you call that the best. But, you know, okay, and then there's a lot of story in between this. By the way, I'm just getting like, okay, I don't know a bunch of context in between this, but there is a lot of story. I'm just giving you my thoughts about the deaths because that's what is the biggest part of the season. But I'll just tell you what I thought about the season at the end. But I don't really do too well with remembering specific details. So there was a decent amount of story. I liked some of it, didn't like some of it. Yeah, I will talk about the ending of the last episode. That sets up the American Squid Games. That starts filming in December. But the 5th episode is great, by the way. 5th episode is really good. I don't remember much from it, but I remember really loving it. But oh, the most annoying character in the entire show dies, and well, I think he's the most annoying in the entire show. 100, super annoying. He dies. I was happy. Okay, now episode 6. The beginning of episode 6, we see 222's old boyfriend turn complete psycho. He threatens to kill 456 and then say that he would kill the baby just to win the money. Yeah, that's how far he goes. He is a psychopath. And then they start brawling. Eventually 456 puts down the baby, but then starts brawling with him. Eventually they get tossed off, but they are still holding on to each other. But then the shirt rips, and then the old boyfriend, the psycho, dies. That's not the biggest death in the thing. If you know, you know. You probably already know where I'm going with this if you haven't seen the show. Then eventually, so basically with this last game, there's 3 different platforms of the shapes of the Squid Game things, the circle, the triangle, and the square. And so you have to press a button to start the round. There's 3 rounds each time you go to the different platform. So I think it started on the square, and then move to the triangle, move to the circle, or it's the opposite. It's circle. I don't remember the order, but you have to press a button to start the round, and you have to kill at least 1 person in that round, and if you don't, you all die. They didn't press the button, and the only 2 people left were 456 and the baby. So 456 gave one of the coldest final words of all time, saying, "We are not horses. We are humans, and humans are." In the title of the episodes, humans are ... He said, "We are humans. Humans are," and then falls back slowly in slow-mo. But you don't see him die. And for a second there, I was like, what if he is the head, I don't remember. Oh my gosh. the front man. What if he's the front man for the American Squid Games? I was thinking that for a second because we didn't see him die. Eventually, we do see him dead. 456, the main character in the entire show from season 1 to 3, died. Uh, and there's this one part that this was the first time a show or movie got at least like a tear in my eye. Something hasn't gotten a tear in my eye since Stranger Things season 4. When Eddie died, that was Max didn't, but that was just because I expected it. I knew that was gonna happen, and I knew Eddie was gonna happen. But Eddie's also my second favorite character, so yeah, Max is my third. But I also knew that I didn't think they were gonna kill her off, and they didn't. But okay, we're not talking about that. This brought a tear in my eye because there's this. This is a part after 456 dies where it's just a shot of the baby and just straight the baby, and then you just hear in the background player 456 eliminated, and it is the coldest thing ever. Well, that was not a voice crack, I'm just tired. Coolest thing ever. And I really, 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 did not want that to happen. I knew he was on a interview, the 456, the person who plays him. He said not everyone has happy endings, and I kind of knew what that meant. And I saw what happened, and yeah. But now, the front man took the baby, gave it to, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry, but gave it to this one guy, I forgot his name. And then eventually, he gets the share for the baby, and 456 is money that he's never taken, the money that he has stayed there because he's the most selfless person ever. Not selfish, selfless. And the front man gives it to his daughter. He said 456 told him to do it. I know he did, but still, that's super cool. A front man, villain of the show, but he gave the daughter all of 456's money, basically giving her all free range. But then we see front man go to America, and the game at the beginning, at the beginning of the show, I don't remember what it's called, where like you get the red thing or the blue thing and you slap it down and it flips. The thing that they used to bring people to the Squid Games in the first season. He saw someone playing that, and then the woman that kept winning looked over and they had to stare off. And yes, it was America, and that sets up the American Squid Game. So that means the universes are tied together. I thought they were going to be separate, but no, they are in the same universe. So yeah, that is my thought about Squid Games Season 3. I thought it was good. Not as good as the first season. Still a decent season. I had a lot of disappointments. I mostly focused on my positives more than my negatives. But I really, really enjoyed this. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was amazing. I will give you my rating, actually. I will give it a 7 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Comment down below what you want to see in the next videos. And I'll see you in the next vid. Watch out. I will try to finish Ironheart, okay? I know you're like, Ironheart came out a week ago, but you're reviewing something that came out a few days ago before Ironheart? Well, the thing is, I barely made it through one episode of Ironheart, and there's 3, and I'm only 1 episode and 30 minutes in, and it's super boring. I will try to get that. I'll review the first 3 episodes if I can, and then the last 3 episodes. But yeah, see you in the next vid. Squid Games is done. Hopefully the American Squid Games is good, though.